All right, the real estate market is a little bit unpredictable right now, but our clients are still finding ways, with our help, to get deals that they are really happy with. Well, let me tell you how. I'm Sam, and this is the Living in Tampa channel, and we make these videos for you about what it's like to live and move to the Tampa area. Also what it's like to buy and sell real estate in the Tampa area, and that's really why we make these videos, is so that we can help you buy and sell real estate. We have a team of realtors here in the area, and we'd love to help you find the perfect house or sell the one you're in. Our phone number and email are right there on the screen and in the description down below. Give us a call, text, or email anytime. We'd love to hop on a call and just process your situation, see how we can best help. So right now it's the end of October 2023, and the market has done some interesting things in the past couple years. Of course, the low interest rates created all kinds of craze. Cheap money made prices go higher. And they're still pretty high down here in the Tampa area. People call me all the time asking, what do you think is going to happen? Eventually, I think rates are going to go back down. Even if they went down 1 point or 2 points, prices would go up again, and it would get super competitive. Because even right now, some houses are competitive. I just closed the deal last week that was $20,000 over asking price and had like a bunch of offers on it the first weekend. There are still deals like that we have to be really aggressive on, but that's not super common. But is that going to happen to the market? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. The reality is people still want to move to Florida, and the general outlook is that Florida is going to get more expensive in the long run. So should I buy now or should I wait until it's more expensive? And a lot of our clients are just going to go ahead and buy now. In the midst of that, cash is kind of king. A lot of these cash buyers coming in right now have saved their money. This is a retirement home, or they're finally relocating to Florida and they're super excited about it. Maybe they're selling in an even more expensive area to do it. And then they have the cash to make the purchase, or enough cash to make a huge down payment. Like one of my clients recently did like a 70% down payment. So made their payment really low, and then they can pay that off pretty fast. Usually when you're a cash buyer, you're expecting to get a deal. Now, deals are negotiable. We're going under asking most of the time. But sellers still aren't willing to just sell at a steep discount just because it's cash. So that's a unique dynamic right now, where sellers are still kind of holding on to these ideal numbers, these ideal prices. And usually if they hold on just a little bit longer, somebody's going to come pay it right now in this market. So I don't want to undersell the value of cash, but it's not the huge difference maker in this market that it has been in other times. What are the other options to get you a good deal that our clients are doing right now? Of course, some kind of a rate buy down from the seller is always a decent option. Oftentimes, sellers are offering this kind of incentive. Maybe they're offering $5,000 to help buy down your rate. You could use this however you want. You could use this as a discount from the price. You could use this as a discount from your closing costs. You could use this to buy down your rate. Not just new construction, but pre-existing homes. Sellers are often offering this kind of thing. And if they're not, we can always ask them to with a contract. It's a very reasonable ask to say, hey, we can make this price work if you can buy down the rate with this much credit. That's a really interesting approach right now, and it's something that I've seen work a few times. Another way to get low interest rates right now is with new construction. So one of our clients, he was actually visiting from Germany, and we were showing him around a little bit, and he decided to go new construction over on the east side of Tampa. He went with a builder called Taylor Morrison, really nice builder. The house was, high 400s, but with the incentives they were offering, he was able to buy down the rate to 4.8%. That is a very different type of payment than a 7% interest rate. So at the time, Taylor Morrison was offering $25,000 in seller credits for their quick move-in homes. So homes that they had built to just sell off, that you couldn't customize or anything like that. And you had to be able to close within like 60 days. And you had to use their lender to get the credit. But it was such a good deal. I was so shocked. If you're interested in deals like that, you got to reach out to us because we can find those. And builders are going to keep offering credits like this because they have to, because they have these houses under construction that they're rolling out a few every month or whatever, and they need to sell them. They need to get this asset sold so it's not a liability to them. And they're offering a lot of incentives to do that. Okay, and the last thing is a little bit more creative, what I would call creative finance. So if you qualify for a VA loan, what you can do is you get, a guaranteed interest rate, you don't have mortgage insurance, and you can do a down payment as low as 0%. It's an awesome product for those that qualify. VA loans also close really easily. They're really easy to close. And honestly, they're pretty easy to get accepted. There was a time where people thought they weren't very easy to get accepted, but we have some ways. But a lot of VA loans are assumable, meaning somebody else can take over the loan. Now you have to qualify for the loan. You can't just like swap names, but you can go to the lender that issued the loan and apply and just qualify to take over that loan. This is called an assumable VA loan. Even if you just search on Zillow, you're gonna see this in some listings. And some of these are as low as like 2% interest. Now, okay, so maybe they got 2% interest. That means they bought it 2 years ago and the value's gone up since then. So let's say it's a $400,000 house and they did 0 down. So they borrowed $400,000 and it's worth $500,000 now. So they've paid down, $10,000 on it. So you have a difference now of $110,000 that you would have to come up with in cash. That's the quirky part about this, is like you're gonna have to put down a bigger down payment to be able to assume that really low interest rate. There are some restrictions on whether or not you can finance that. All that's gonna depend also on like your debt to income ratio and all these other kind of things. My lender is really good at these. He used to work for the lender that issues most of these. Even if you don't work with him, he can offer awesome advice on this, and I would love to connect you to him. But this is a really creative way that you can do this right now. And I do believe these have to be owner occupied. This one and a lot of the builder credits. So if you want to qualify for those builder credits that we talked about previously, those are also only for primary residences. If you're looking for an investment property, you don't qualify for all those incentives. But still, super interesting deals, super interesting ways, these 4 ways to get really unique deals right now. Cash being number 1, rate buydowns from a seller credit being another, rate buydowns from a builder credit being the 3rd, and then assumable VA loans being the 4th. If you have questions about any of these, we would love to hear from you. Our phone number and email are right there on the screen. Give us a call anytime. Thanks for coming by.